Hi gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. Today I'll be sharing some really beautiful perfume combos that I feel are perfect for this time of year. The time of year where you want some richer, bolder, sweeter, denser type of fragrances. Each of the fragrances that make up these combos share some of those aspects. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here for another one. If you're new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, I sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle here and there, and in every single video, I share some encouragement. If any of those things pique your interest, then I would love to have you here, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. This first combo is what I would like to call a playful, fun, and flirty fragrance combo. It features two fragrances that share very similar scent notes and accords. This combo consists of Al Haramain's Junoon Rose and Quince's Les Cerises. Junoon Rose has top notes cherry blossom, bergamot, and ylang. Middle notes rose, heliotrope, amaretto, and powdery accords, and base notes suede, tonka, and amber. Les Cerises has cherry and almond at the top, tonka bean at the mid, and sandalwood, cedarwood, and vetiver at the base. So together, these two perfumes are a perfect match. They smell so beautiful together. What initially made me pair these two fragrances together is a couple of notes that they share. There's cherry in Les Cerises. Additionally, Les Cerises has an almond note, and Junoon Rose has an amaretto, which is a liqueur that gives off an almond, cherry, and alcoholic feel. So those are the things that made me want to pair these two fragrances together, and I must say this combo is a hit. It smells so feminine, fun, flirty, girly. I absolutely love this. I think both also have really complementary notes at the base of both fragrances. So we have a suede accord, tonka bean, amber, sandalwood. All of those base notes go so perfectly together. So this pairing was an absolute success. If you have these two fragrances or some similar fragrances, try this combo out and let me know your thoughts. This next combo is for those of you who love a good hug in a bottle moment in your perfumes, especially during this time of year. This consists of two fragrances that I've talked about most recently in a video where I discussed hug in a bottle type perfumes. If you haven't watched that video, I will link it here. This combo is actually a recommendation from one of my beautiful subscribers. In the last video, my subby commented that this was the perfect pairing, so you know I had to try it. And I must agree, these two are absolute perfection together. So thank you so much to the subby who recommended this fragrance combo. This combo consists of Empire Victor by Khadlaj and Taskin Lactea Divina by Paris Corner. Empire Victor has top notes bergamot and lemon, middle notes of caramel and jasmine, and base notes vanilla and musk. Taskin Lactea Divina has top notes cacao and incense, middle notes tuberose and jasmine, and base notes milk, vanilla, and tonka bean. This combo is so cozy and soft and sweet, and it definitely feels like a hug in a bottle. So good, so good. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I love it so much. Thank you to my subby because this combo is on point. I think the reason these two fragrances work so well is because they share edible smelling notes. There's cacao and caramel, there's vanilla, there's milk. So both of these fragrances feel lactonic, but they also have fruity elements, and there are floral accords kind of grounding both fragrances. So essentially I get a little bit of sweetness, a little fruitiness, a little bit of a lactonic milky feel. It feels very creamy and soft, subtly powdery. That's what this combo gives. Both fragrances are so beautiful together that I would go in with equal parts of each for this fragrance combo, and they don't compete with one another, they complement each other. So thank you to my subby for the amazing recommendation. These two are absolute perfection together. And last but certainly not least, this combo consists of two fragrances that I've been enjoying on their own and together, especially for this time of year. We have Proud Mary by Macedon Perfumes. This is the newest release by our girl C Chronicles here on YouTube and her new fragrance house. I talked all about this fragrance in a recent recent video, and I'll go ahead and link that video here. The other fragrance is Time for Romance by Juliana's Perfume. This is another one of my absolute favorite fragrances, and I feel like it shines the best during this time of year, so I had to pull it back out. Proud Mary has pineapple, apple, dried fruits, and cardamom at the top, jasmine and tonka at the mid, and vanilla, patchouli, and woods with some spices at the base. Time for Romance has top notes bergamot, cardamom, and pimento. It has middle notes caramel and coffee, and base notes cashmerean, cedarwood, vanilla, vetiver, and musk. Yes, I love it. I love this combo. Okay, so the reason why I paired these two fragrances together, you can probably already guess it if you're familiar with my channel or if you remember my thoughts on these two fragrances, is because of that cardamom that's in both. I pick up that cardamom very distinctly in Proud Mary, and it is one of my favorite notes in Time for Romance. I feel like cardamom is such a beautiful spice. I love it because it's what I like to call a smooth spice. So it adds a little bit of depth. It adds some boldness to the fragrances without overtaking them and making the fragrances smell too seasonal. Some of the other spices that we know and love tend to make the fragrances smell like they are dedicated and meant for a certain time of year, but I feel like cardamom is a year-round spice that just hits no matter the time of year. And when I smelled Proud Mary, that spice really stood out to me, and so when I was creating my combos this week, these two fragrances just naturally found their way to each other. I feel like this combo is sweet and sultry, but very bright and uplifting and spicy, but a subtle and smooth spice. So this is a combo that smells extremely expensive, but it's versatile enough to where it can be dressed up or down. So if I'm going out during the daytime, I can spritz these two on and they pair very well together, and it will also be perfect for an evening occasion, such as a date night or even a black tie event. So Proud Mary is an original creation. I've not smelled anything like this fragrance to date. It is very unique. That's one thing I forgot to mention in my video where I talked all about it. It is definitely a one of one. I've not smelled anything like this fragrance. Time for Romance is inspired by Minuit et Demi by the Demi Rawlings and Fragrance du Bois collaboration. So both fragrances have some fruits, some spices, as well as some creamy and sweet and edible smelling fragrance notes. So they pair so well together because the notes and accords are very much aligned. If you have these two, try them out and let me know your thoughts. Alright friend, so we've reached the end of the video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. If you're here and you love fragrance content, I make a lot of it on this channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss another one. Also, don't forget to click the link in my description box to check out my latest devotional called Align and Reign. This devotional is for those of you who want to tap into your purpose and really go on a glow up journey and get closer to God during this season. I know a lot of us are calling this a lock-in season or a winter arc, and I think having a spiritual component to that is so important because that's where everything stems from. All the links will be in the description box. And before I go, I want to remind you to keep letting your light shine. Keep your head up, stay focused on what's ahead of you, and don't lose your smile. As always, I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!